everybody, and welcome back to another AGP Creator Podcast, where we feature someone within the industry of whether it's movies, comics, gaming, music, anybody within a creative industry. We bring them onto the show and we get to talk to them. And today I'm bringing back my buddy. He is amazing. He's quirky. He's fun, but he's also my con dad, and not as in like we're conning people out of stuff. Convention dad, the one and only, impeccable, amazing, talented, funny man, Rodney Fyke.
Hey, feel like
and to help with this show, my partner in crime, the man with no face, Fuel the Hatred.
Where are my green room snacks?
I demand my green M&Ms.
Also, theme music. I could have that too. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
and then
my walk-up music.
And then Fizzy's here also because she has to be part of every podcast because she's actually the new owner of AGP, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or at least she thinks she is.
See how that is.
And don't worry, Rodney's used to it. He has cats. He understands how this goes.
Yes, I am catless at the moment. They're all upstairs chilling out on the bed. I don't know. Can't figure it out.
That's odd.
I know. They're usually, at least one of them's down here. But Sherman hasn't been down all day.
Now, I gave you one of these so we could talk. And somehow you're already back. Bye-bye.
Yes, like sucker.
So this is a great day, and yet it's also a sad day. It's a great day because you got a Kickstarter out, and it's one of my favorite series that you've ever done. But the sad part is it's the end of one of my favorite series you've ever done.
This is true. This is the culmination of the entire story arc. And Tessa's journey will come to an end one way or another. So it's kind of rewarding from one aspect because it's been a long road for us. And
it's been a long road for her. Get it?
Yeah,
road.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been a long road to hoe. And yeah, so I think we're all going to be glad that we get on into it. And I think people are going to like the way, we hope people like the way that it winds up.
They better. So they're going to have to speak to me.
Come see Amanda. Talk to Fizzy.
That didn't help any. I tried to blind out. The light didn't help any.
Well, it doesn't help that you put a sheer blanket in front of it.
Well, there's supposed to be blackout. There's blackout curtains behind the Star Wars curtains, but sometimes it just doesn't work.
Over, not the sheer curtain. Pull the blanket.
I tried. It fell back before I even made it to my chair, and I said, nah, "Oh well."
Thumbtack.
Get some of that flex tape will do it.
There you go. Flex seal.
Well, as always, when we do a Kickstarter, we like to show off the video that you did. So
Awesome.
Let's take a look. By the way, this is my new favorite thing in the world. This squirrel right here. I need this in my life.
Glowy squirrel. Yay.
Ooh.
He's pretty.
A glow-in-the-dark ghost squirrel sticker. Yes, please.
It could happen.
It could happen.
It could.
All right. Y'all ready for this? Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna say. Hold on. Where is it? Where'd you go? It's like right. Where's the squirrel?
Keep going back.
Here he is.
That is the cutest, funniest, maniacal looking squirrel I've ever seen. That smile on that squirrel is just devious, but you can't help it because it's cute because it's a squeal.
You know, our squirrels go through hell in this book. So, you know, you got to tune in to see what happens to the squirrel.
That squirrel is looking at you going, go on, I dare you. Touch my nuts. I dare you. I dare you. So great.
Or is he?
Oh, he is. He wants you to touch his nuts. What's going to happen when you touch his nuts is a whole different story. 'Cause y'all don't understand. Rodney comes up with some weird things when he's driving around.
Oh,
You know what you think is this straight little path for Rodney kind of does this.
Yeah, it's called. Hopefully, that's called good storytelling.
Rodney, even when I first met you, I instantly fell in love with one of your very first comics that you did, Peanut Puddin' Jelly.
Oh, thank you.
You're really good at storytelling.
I got I sent a friend of mine from way back in the 90s reconnected with me on Facebook, and she just ordered the PP&J Pitter Patter pack for her grandchildren. She got them in the mail today, and I got a message from her on Facebook, and she was just over the moon. She just absolutely loved them. She couldn't believe how awesome they were. I was like, thank you.
Here's the thing, Ronnie, is you're talented, extremely talented. Not only, you're not pigeonholed into you can only do kids stuff or you can only do horror stuff. You have an ability to make any type of comic that you want. And not only are you great at being able to tell the story, but you're great at also developing these characters and letting people feel like they know these characters.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think if people don't care about the characters and what their fate ultimately becomes, they're not going to keep reading. So you have to get the people to invest in the characters, and that way something happens to them, good, bad, or indifferent, it affects the readers, and it makes them want to come back for more, for the next group of characters, the next IP, the next whatever you do, the next story arc, whatever. They know they're going to get good character development, good dialogue, and a good story, and good art. So.
And you get some really talented artists. You have gone through but you have gotten different artists, very talented, for every issue that you've had so far of Roadkill Rampage.
Yeah, we had Eamon Hill do issue 1. He has chosen to do tattooing now rather than comic book art. And we got Sean Langley to do issue 2, and Adam Fields for issues 3 and 4. So all tremendously talented folks.
Extremely.
They've all put their nice little stamp on the series, and it's all cohesive enough and similar enough to flow very smoothly from one change to the next.
Do you think in the future maybe there could be a spin-off with Adam Fields' werewolf comic and Tess from Roadkill Rampage making guest appearances? That'd be cool. I'm just saying. They kind of mesh well together.
You never know.
I never know.
The trailer did end with...
Or is it?
This is true. This is true.
So, Roadkill Rampage. Obviously, this is a more mature type horror comic. So this isn't for the kiddies. We got Pitter Patter for that.
That people might not realize is the Hazzum logo that's on the cover, the H, the red H. If the H on the cover is red, it's an adult themed book. If it's green, it's a kid themed book. So if you go back and look,
I did it. I didn't know that. Oh my god!
Just blew your mind.
Oh my god! I promoted Doghouse with the green. Oops.
Oops.
Well, I mean, red's more attractive than green, so
I went with the red for this thumbnail because, it's all blood and guts. And I was like, the red works with it. Because luckily, you actually have a PNG of both your red and your green that's available over on Google when I Google search it.
We had a guy come up to us at the Anime Ohio and say, "Oh, I'm glad I read Doghouse first before I sat down and read it with my son." He said, "Because I got through that first page and I was like, I'm not reading this to my son."
But I just find it funny because I picked the green for the last one that we did for Doghouse because the green went better with the big, vibrant, happy colors,
Right.
which really is an offset for of what type of comic it is. Like, you're like, oh, it's kind of like Looney Tune-ish colors, and then you get into it and you're like, and there ain't no Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Yep. I got you.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
definitely
well, at least now I know when I do thumbnails, having Rodney on the show, depending on what we're talking about, if I'm going red or green, I got to keep up with the.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my God, you.
Yes, I think yeah.
11 years, Rodney. 11 years, and I never picked up on that. Holy shit.
the more you know.
The more you know. Yo, Joe.
So now, if you look over here, it's actually cycling through the different colors. I can instantly tell which one's Sean's.
Yep. Patrick Burmeyer's, Steph Wilson's, Adam Fields,
Sean.
Forney, Richard Jones, Patrick Burmeyer, rinse and repeat. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like this one and this one the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because there are so many people have so many different favorites.
Is that because that one kind of looks like Jessica Rabbit with blonde hair? For you?
I mean, the one with them coming out of like looking like a swamp on the motorcycle is kind of cool. But if I had to pick my top, I'll be honest, I like the one where it looks like he's getting ready to eat a brain first, and then I like this one second.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think because the one that I like second just kind of goes with the flow of all the other covers that I have is the reason why it stands out to me.
Right. And that's Adam's cover. So, yeah, it makes sense.
It just, it's kind of like when you watch a trilogy or something, it feels very cohesive for me.
Right. Exactly. And speaking of cohesive, you can go back. We do have a feature where you can get all of Sean Forney's covers. You can get all of Steph Wilson's covers. You get Adam's piece of original artwork that's on a Roadkill Rampage sketch cover, and he actually did that piece live on the air during the launch party. And anybody that backs at a $50 physical level is eligible to win that. So
that is sweet as hell.
Yes. And you only have to spend $50 to be eligible to win that.
That's worth it.
Too, to give away. We'll show you that in a little bit. And that is Richard Jones's all the different versions of that cover. That's badass.
Okay, who ran over the PDF though? That was rude.
Yeah, it was the car.
Now I want to before we go further, I do want to say this. I love the new thing that you've done with your Kickstarter. The pages moving.
Yeah.
It makes the Kickstarter a lot shorter to go through. But you're still able to get everything on there that you wanted. So I really like that new detail that you're using.
Oh, you can thank Tina. She's always tinkering with it, trying to make it better and more succinct.
Oh, squirrel. So I do appreciate that. And I love the fact that you give just enough info on each of the issues without ruining anything.
Yes. We tantalize you with a little tickle.
I love it. Now, this Kickstarter is named Roadkill Rampage 1 through 4, the end of the road trip. So I was noticing that you have a lot of stuff where you're promoting all 4 issues so people could get the full story in case they've missed the first 3 Kickstarters.
Yes, we have the catch-up package where you could go get all 4 issues for one very reasonable price. So if you are not familiar with Roadkill Rampage, you've never heard of it, this is your chance to hop on and get the entire series from beginning to end. So that's awesome. If I was out there buying, that's what I would do, because I like, one thing I always hated about buying and reading comics was waiting 30 days for the next issue. So this is your chance to not have to do that. You can get all 4 at once.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, yeah.
He's got red and red, and then if you come down here for the naughty, it's blue and blue.
Uh-huh.
I didn't notice that first time. Blank sketch cover, and there it is, the cover, the catch-up tier.
Yep, all 4. You can get it digital or you can get the physical.
I have that as a poster. That
right there
was brilliant.
Yeah,
That's always been that. I think that one still to date is my favorite cover.
Okay.
I don't know. I just like the whole silhouette with the creatures everywhere, and you get the car. You're in the fort. Like, it has every aspect of this story in that one cover.
Yeah. That's pretty badass.
The Steph and Carrie Ann collector set.
That's right.
Oh, mini princess stickers.
You get the trade dress version. You get the virgin version. Yay!
We like stickers.
Oh, yeah, nice.
These are so damn cool.
Collector's boxes. Those are awesome. So you can, if you want to be a Forney fanatic and buy all the Forney covers, you can slip them all in the Forney box. If you want to buy all the Steph and Carrie Ann, you can slip them in the Steph and Carrie Ann box. Same thing with Adam. Adam's got a box. So you have options. You can get 1 or all 3 of the boxes and stuff all your stuff in your boxes. Stuff the box.
Very handy.
Very handy. Commissions. There's the Steph and Carrie Ann catch-up set, because there's issue 2, and here's issue 3.
Yeah, that's the blue chromium virgin version.
You talk about this one here.
Yeah.
And then Ultimate Collector cover set. Get all the covers by all the artists, including all limited editions and disappearing covers, even after they end. $225.
And free shipping.
Fuel, can I borrow some money?
I don't know, but there's your favorite one right down there. Spirit Squirrel.
Yes. There is a part of me that really wishes that was a cover, because that would be the cover I buy. Because that's the box I want. Y'all can keep the rest of the box. I'm obsessed with this squirrel. You're going to figure this out real quick. There's the Richard Jones.
That's the pencils, inks, and a colored print. So you get all 3 versions of it.
And I didn't want you guys to realize, it says $350, but original pencils, original inks, and then this is the print. So you're getting 2 originals in a print for $350. That is a steal.
Yeah.
That is such a steal. $350, you might be able to find somebody who's just new, up and coming, who would do an original for $350 of just pencils, but to get all of that, nah.
Yep.
That's cheap.
Oh yeah.
There's my box.
Hey now.
That one's also kind of cool. It kind of goes with the stuff that I already have hanging on my walls and stuff. So, you're gonna love this. I moved on my Roadkill Rampage into the new bedroom because I switched the 2 rooms. So now we have a bigger office, and I moved on my Roadkill Rampage stuff into my nice little animal sanctuary room.
Nice. That's where it belongs.
That's where it belongs.
I like that you made the grown-up decision to make the bigger bedroom your office, because you really only use your bedroom to sleep.
I don't even use it for that. You know me.
She wasn't doing that.
Right, exactly.
There's my bed. Where's
Exactly.
yours? I sleep on the couch. Well, I'm like you, Rodney, being a creator, and you work these long. You're like just like we're a lot alike. We both have regular jobs, but we work really hard on our passion of being creators. Whether it's you being a comic book creator or me being a content creator, that we spend massive amounts of hours in our offices. So going to sleep in the office because it's there isn't out of the ordinary for people like us, because sometimes you ain't making it to the bedroom before you collapse over.
Nope. Just on the other side of this camera, we have a couch and my big lazy boy chair. So
For that reason,
exactly.
I still need one of these. I really need to get one of these.
Oh, look here. Hang on. Oh,
There it is.
I'm so jelly.
But I want a beanie.
Well,
I want
why-
a beanie. I have always wanted a beanie.
But why don't you get the beanie then?
I will.
Okay. So when you get the beanie, can I have your baseball cap?
No, I gotta have both. I gotta have it all.
But I just want the baseball cap. I'll wear it at all the shows I go to.
All three.
Here we go. Ready for this? Give me the hat, and then I'll promote it by going out in public with it. It's totally how it works.
I'd do that myself.
I love these people, but I'm an influencer, so I'll just promote. No, pay.
Yeah.
Pay. It's the one thing I have learned in the 11 years of working in the comic book industry. I may not create comics, but I run comic book conventions. Shameless plug, like Gem City Comic Con, coming to you July 22nd to 23rd at the Dayton Convention Center in Dayton, Ohio, where AGP and Rodney Fyke will be there. So make sure that you come out, check both of us out, buy some merch, and have a good time.
Hey, question.
Yes.
Are you podcasting from there?
I don't know. I might, because I don't think we're having panels this year.
That would be cool. I'd come on.
So there is the thought of being able to, if I can find a way to stream off, it'll probably be off of my phone, but do a couple of quick streams over on either Twitch or YouTube. I think I might be able to do that, or at least get something recorded that I can upload when I get to the hotel room or something.
Yeah, I think you should.
It's definitely something that I want to work on, because if I find out that he's doing absolutely no panels, because I'm not in charge, I have not gotten a message to take care of that this year. So
No, I don't. To my knowledge, there is not.
to my knowledge, there isn't either. I think if we're not going to be doing panels, I think allowing me to give me a place where I can hook up to the internet and have electricity, plug my stuff in, being able to do some streaming from there would be a really great way. Because if I can get into the system instead of putting it on my stuff, because I can always upload it onto my stuff later, streaming it to the Gym City YouTube and Facebook would be a great way of promoting it while we're there.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And you can wear your cap.
And then and then you can let me borrow the cap to wear it.
No, you got to buy that.
Yeah,
You're not helping Phil.
Sure I am. I'm helping him.
Aha! I like this guy.
I know you do. I know you do.
One thing I have to point out, though, every time I see the squirrel on the box there, I keep thinking of the old cardboard slip cases for a VHS. And I thought about doing an animation.
Yeah, it does kind of look like it, doesn't it?
It really does. Certificate of authenticity is available with any item through the add-on menu. Sweet. Stretch goals.
Uh-huh.
On the dark squirrel sticker.
Uh-huh. We're almost there.
Fuel, go $200 right now. Go.
Hurry, Phil. Are you back yet?
Hurry, Fuel, do it. Do it. I need this. I'm trying to get back down to it. You gorgeous thing, you. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Hey, that's her new friend she met.
Yep, that is Puckett. And 3,500, we get to add his metal trading card. As you guys know, we have done a metal trading card for every issue, and this will be the last one to round out the entire set. Will give us a total of 9 sketch cards, metal sketch cards, to add to your collection.
So do it.
So do it. I got them all right here.
And then everything else is still up in the air because we don't know the team. Well, there's this guy named Rodney Fyke. I don't know who he is.
Some dude.
Just some dude. And then there's this weirdo named Adam Fields.
Another dude.
Which did I tell you? And I'm only adding this because, since he's part of the thing. He might be bringing his werewolf to the show.
Oh, nice.
But he needs a place for it to stay. So it might be in my hotel room. So I had to warn my staff as, I'm getting, okay, who's going and who's doing this. I was like, okay, I want to warn everybody. If you walk into the room and there's a werewolf in it, there's a reason for it, okay? Just letting you know, we might be having to share the room with a werewolf. It's okay.
Charge everybody $25 for a picture with the werewolf.
Yeah, then you can afford a cat.
There you go.
But, here you have David Lentz, Joshua, please say that last name because I'm going to butcher it.
Pantalleresco.
Thank you.
Or Joshy Pants.
Joshy Pants. Got it.
Yep.
Nita Lanning. Who's this? When did she start joining?
Squirrel Girl. The original Squirrel Girl. The squinty squirrel. What's funny? She had some of her family over this weekend, and they were looking at Doghouse, and some of her aunts and her uncle, and the aunt was looking at it, and she was looking at the credits page, and she said, well, how come I don't see your name, Tina? I don't see your name anywhere. I see all these other names. And Tina's like, she was kind of trying to decide if she was going to get upset or not. And Tina's like, oh, I don't want my name on there because then people would ask me to sign stuff. She said, I'm Hazzum. Just think of me as Hazzum.
I only find that funny because I think I remember, like, when I first met you guys, I did have Tina sign the peanut pudding and jellies because she was the letterer on the comics. And I'm like, sign this. She's like, but I didn't. You're the letterer. You will sign this. You were part of this comic.
That's about what it sounded like, too.
The loveliness of being the Hazzum convention daughter, I can get away with that stuff.
Yes. You're the only one.
Well, yeah. And then, what are people saying? Roadkill Rampage is a non-stop ride from hell with no breaks but all the scares and thrills you've come to expect. See how it all ends in this incredible final issue. Cameron McNeil, Roadkill Rampage superfan.
Yes. He's awesome.
But I'm number one, Cameron. No. Probably the best compliment I can give a title. Three thumbs up. My 2 and 1 we scraped off the road down by the creek where the gators hang out.
Creative.
I like that. Oh my God. This guy needs to write more wonderful reviews with things like that in them. Dude, I need to meet you. Roadkill Rampage makes your typical car ride a little bit faster, a little more gross, and a lot scarier. Can't wait for the next chapter. Oh, why'd you let him review it? No.
Who is it? I can't see.
That's
it.
Jay.
Oh, Jay. Okay, yeah.
And then it's a hell of a ride, and it's it is a torture porn for animal lovers from Chuck.
Joseph Monks. You don't know who that is?
No.
Cry for Dawn.
Oh.
Monks. Yeah. He's a buddy of mine.
Ronnie, at this point, everybody's a buddy of yours.
Well, yeah. Not everybody, but
Anybody who really matters. Yeah, I left it there because I really like that squirrel. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the stuff that is on here. And people probably have a little bit of a taste of what Roadkill Rampage is. Well, why don't you tell them a little bit more about what Roadkill Rampage really is?
It is a story of. You want the whole thing?
Just a nice little catch. Go with the catch to hook them in, so they want issue 1, and a little bit of a taste for issue 4. So now they want to go in and buy all 4 issues.
Okay, so Roadkill Rampage is the story of a date gone sideways. That starts off on a nice summer day, drive through the forest, and it ends on a dark, rainy, stormy night in a dark, rainy, spooky forest.
I'm sorry. It started on a hot summer night, and I instantly went to a Meatloaf song. And I'm just hearing Meatloaf take your words and sing them to lyrics now.
And they glow like the metal on the edge of a knife.
Yes, there we go.
But yeah, it's a story of. It's ultimately the story of Tess and her journey through hell, basically. She doesn't know what's following her through the forest or why it's following her, but there's definitely something following her. She doesn't know the agenda, how to get away from it, and how to get out of the forest. And on her way through the forest, she encounters many other forms of evil in the forest and other forms of people that may be friend or foe. So you have to check it out, and things aren't always what they seem. So you have to keep reading and keep finding out who is real and who is an illusion. And then ultimately at the end of the story arc, we find out if she actually learns what she's been taught by the true friend that she meets, and whether she can, triumph through all of the hell she's been through, or if she's going to become part of the Roadkill Rampage.
Which I have to say, I really, 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 really want Puckett to be a good guy.
Okay.
Because the thing is, okay, if you're not like, I've read the first 3 issues. Huge fan. Rodney knows how much I love this story. I went super nerd for the first one. Like I said, I've known this guy for 11 years, and I was like fangirling over this comic. Every time you meet somebody, they're not who they're. And it's not like, oh, well, then they're the complete opposite of what I think they're gonna. No, Rodney, there's so many twisted turns within these people. They're very three-dimensional.
Yeah.
Just like an actual human being would be.
Yeah.
They're not pure. Most of them aren't pure evil. Most of them aren't pure good. Everybody has quirks.
Well, the best way to describe it is everybody that's in that forest is pretty much going through the same trials and tribulations that Tessa's going through at different points in their lives. So
Puckett just, I don't know. Puckett just seems like a really cool person, and I'm hoping, because you kind of said if she her true friend, which could be everywhere from the squirrel to him in your stories.
That's true. You don't know who it's.
I'm hoping that it's him, and I'm hoping that he might be able to help her in this situation, or at least give her a clue, because he may not be able to help her based off of what I've read so far. He may, he may not be able to help her because it could end up damaging him, but maybe he could give her the clues to help herself. I'm hoping.
That's I for fear of giving it away, I won't. You don't know what happens either, do you?
I haven't read 4. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get the PDF yet of it.
There's maybe 3 or 4 people that know what happens.
I've only read up to issue 3.
Okay. So the people that have been working are the only ones that know.
I'm just trying to go by knowing you and what I want from the story, and trying to put them together to try to figure it out.
I will say this. Puckett is based on this man that I work with in my day job, who is now finally retired from the driving position, his sons forced him to stop. He was 83 years old. Well, he was 84 when he left. And he doesn't quit. He can't sit still, and he's a go-getter. And at 84 years old, he was every bit as competent and physically able as somebody 30 years, 40 years younger than him. So, and his name is actually Ken Puckett. And that's who Puckett is based off of. And I told him I was doing it too. He's always very even-keeled. For the first 2 years that he worked with us, he hardly said 2 words. He never said anything. Then he actually, as he got to know us, he actually opened up a lot more, and he's a really funny guy. So that's who Puckett is based off of. He's based off of the real Ken Puckett.
Hey guys, I think I figured it out.
Actually, the face you were pulling just then, I was like, where's my character? 11 years.
Rodney's already put me in some of his stuff.
Oh.
I've been in what was it? Harness Off Taco. He put me in a little strip of that. And I'm just everywhere anyway, so.
I would eventually like to compile all those together in a trade, but we'd have to reletter all 164 episodes.
Ooh. Yeah. Ow. I'm not even a comic creator, and I know how much work that is. That hurt.
For those that don't know, Hard and Soft Taco was our web comic that we did for 3 years. So there are actually 168 episodes because the last 3 we never published. So, yeah. But we'd have to probably reletter the whole thing. And there are some pages that I would definitely like to redraw because they're terrible.
And if anything, I think you would end up probably just remastering it.
Yeah.
At this point, just because, this was one of your really, 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 really early works.
Yep.
And your art's changed so much.
Well, yeah, and what people don't realize is I didn't draw for like 15 years because when we were doing comics in the 90s, I did everything but draw. I wrote them, I colored, I inked, I hand lettered all 5 issues of the Superior 7, and then I colored for 7 or 8 years. So I wasn't drawing, and then I didn't color when the studio fell apart. I didn't color. I went and got a day job, and I wasn't coloring there. I got a job as an inker, and I was inking. So yeah, it was 15.
You're a tracer. No.
Yeah. I'm whooping your ass when I see you in Dayton. Just you're gonna get the flying burrito.
I hate it when people do that. Oh, they're just the inker. They're just a tracer. You do realize that the inker's the one that sets all the shading, right? Like, that's very important.
Yeah. All the texture and all the dimension. Yeah.
I always hated that. Oh, you're just a letterer. Yeah, which sets the tone of the comic. Good Lord. It takes everybody. The writer, the letterer, the penciler, the inker, the colorer. It takes them all.
Yep.
It even takes the editor to go, you messed that up.
Well, yeah, a bad letterer will take an amazing comic book and make it look like dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we've seen that.
Many a times.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. No. I just, like I said, from knowing you so many years, I have had the joy that most people don't get of watching you grow. From when I first met you to being told Ronnie doesn't draw women to now, what are you working on right now? Or may I say who you're working on right now? Last time I checked, that's a woman.
So
Only when he fills in the rest of the details. He can make it whatever he wants.
But, and so watching you, and then the fun you've had with doing Roadkill Rampage.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, because they've toned me down because I wanted to go a lot further than we went, and I was told no, you can't do that.
Creepy. Hello, this is now rated D for Deadpool. Further,
yeah. I wanted to get really depraved because you're only the more depraved of a situation that a character goes through, the hotter the fire, the more it hardens the character as a whole.
I'm sorry, I heard it wrong. I heard it right, but I also heard it wrong.
Yeah.
I heard the more depraved they are, the harder they get for some reason.
Well, that could be true too. It just depends on the individual.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
Exactly. But yeah, I am a firm believer of, if you're gonna put them through shit, put them through shit. Don't Mickey Mouse around about it. Make it real, because otherwise it just seems patronizing. That's just my opinion. But I've been it's been reined in a lot for this political climate that we've been in the last 7 or 8 years, and other reasons. I've been.
So can I have the uncut version? Because I'm not politically correct, so I'm okay with it.
I have to think if it even still exists, or if I deleted it in frustration.
Oh, that would be sad. Okay, Rodney, you got to stop deleting stuff. Everything should be recorded and put away in a file, because you never know. You never know. Yeah, I don't think you understand. I record. Everybody's like, what are you doing? Hold on, I'm setting up the recording. Why? You're not streaming. I'm still going to record. You never know.
Oh, yeah.
Everything can be content.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have everything.
Because I'll be honest, I do agree. In this society, this over political correctness, it's like, guys, there's this thing called this entertainment where you exaggerate and you push the boundaries.
Yeah, it's called make-believe.
Entertainment values. Yeah. It's not real. It's not,
Yeah, we're not banging on any particular group or anything. It's right. Fiction. Yeah.
It's like, comedy. Comedy has suffered severely because of these things.
Well, it depends. The really good comedians,
they don't care.
Right. Like fuck
you ain't shutting up, Bill Burr. He ain't shutting up. He don't care.
We actually saw him when he came to Cincinnati, and that was great.
Which I'm amazed you were able to do the show. Weren't you going to the Taylor Swift concert or something? No.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
This city was crazy last weekend. It was absolutely nuts. We had the Cincinnati Reds, which are doing phenomenal this season. All 3 games sold out. We had FC Cincinnati, which is the best record in soccer, which I don't care about soccer, so I don't pay attention to them. But they had a sold-out game, 26,000 people. We had Taylor Swift 2 nights on Friday and Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And there were other festivals and stuff going on. It was nuts. It was crazy.
The amount of Swifties. Good Lord.
Yeah,
I was like, I am so glad I live that far away from the city, and I'm all the way out here, because no.
Yeah, just the line in the deep south.
Yeah. The line for the merch booth was like a mile long. It was crazy.
Can I get a line like that of people wanting to come into Gym City? Because I'm retiring after that weekend.
Yeah, no doubt. That'd be awesome.
Good Lord. Jesse, you need to book her for the show. We retire. Everybody retires that weekend.
We're going to get there Monday to set up for Saturday.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh,
that would be insane.
It would be. Oh, Lord have mercy. I just the videos that were coming out of it. I think all that came across my feed was either Taylor Swift or Grimace Shake.
Grimace Shake.
The what?
It's this purple shake that people are saying tastes like some Fruity Pebbles or something like that. And people started doing this trend where they take a drink of the shake and then they go into convulsions, foam at the mouth, fall over, and they die from drinking the shake.
So the Pop Rocks and soda.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And
yes, they're calling it the Grimace Shake from McDonald's. Grimace, the character.
Because it was his birthday, so they came out with this purple, horrible smelling thing to sell. And then all of a sudden, it got pulled out of the system because McDonald's obviously did not like the attention the TikTok was giving it. Because that ruins their family-friendly branding, because McDonald's is like a Disney partner. That's why they get all the Disney toys. So they have to keep the family-friendly branding up. Yep. That's why I stick with HazzumProductions and I keep them as a sponsor, because I don't have to do family-friendly branding with them. I just have to make sure everything's red, not green.
Or purple. Just want to get my...
But oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this comic. I need this comic. I know, but I know, but I still have 9 more days before it's over. And I still have to go put in my pledge because I just got paid right before the show started. So as soon as the show's over, I have to go put in my pledge to get my comic. Because we all know I have to get a physical version, because I have a physical version of all the other ones.
That's right. That's right.
And stickers and postcards.
And the spirits will. Yeah.
That's right.
Rodney, I have a boo-boo from my last Kickstarter, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I poked my foot with the sword.
Well, whose fault's that, ding dong?
I dropped it. It's not my fault. And then I couldn't find it, and then I stepped on it, and it hurt. I didn't break it, but it poked a hole in my foot.
Well, wait, if you dropped it, it was your fault.
No. Yeah. I was like, argh.
When cosplay goes wrong.
And the funny thing is I was like, I almost, if it didn't hurt so bad, I almost thought about jumping all the way in here to grab the phone and taking a picture going, thanks for the Kickstarter.
Yeah, you can't kick without them toes.
But,
no, it doesn't work.
Because if this is your foot, it went right here in that little crevice right there.
Ooh.
I was like, ow.
Ooh.
It hurted.
Huh.
I was just like, I think I'm the only person that got this part of the Kickstarter and entered themselves on it. Go me.
Death by swag.
Dude, that comic was if y'all missed that one, dude, when are we doing the second Kickstarter on Doghouse?
Probably early 23 or 24.
I was about to say early 23, we're late.
Yeah. No, it's actually Sia's penciling it and inking it right now. And then I'll be coloring it. Yeah, so it's well in the works.
Because, dude, that was a great comic. That really was.
Oh, thank you. It was a lot of fun to do. And again, I was reined in on that one too.
And I am deeply saddened by that.
Me too.
Yeah, see? Fuel wants unrated versions too. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm telling you.
In, just no. Right?
So we should do a black H version.
Yes.
You put it in the Amanda file.
Make it black with the red outlining on it. Yes.
There you go. See, I keep telling Tina we need to keep all this depraved shit for those depraved people out there.
Oh, I'm one.
What you call that is the late night limited run series.
Exactly. After dark. Hazzum After Dark.
Hashtag release the Rodney cut.
Unchained the ficus.
Yeah.
I'd be all over that.
It would be really cool. I bet you if you were allowed to release that stuff, there would be plenty of people that would be down for it.
Yeah, the only problem with that is now, I mean, if we're releasing it ourselves to people that actually physically want it, and they're ordering it, that's one thing. But I have a few friends that write and print what they want, and they get so much shit from people. I mean, community standards people and all this other shit that it's just not. I get why she won't let me do it. I get aggravated because I don't want any chains, but at the same time, I see what a couple of my friends go through because they do it, and it's just like,
yeah, you don't want to copy shit for it, yeah, because it'll come straight back to you.
Yeah,
because then that affects sales of everything else we do.
well, it affects sales of everything, and then if someone says, all it takes is that one person to say one thing, and 9 times out of 10. People don't realize it. This is just somebody trolling to start shit, but that all it takes is that one little troll who wanted to start shit, and then everybody jumps on this bandwagon, and you're done for.
Yeah. So I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
All right, so here's what you do. Okay, ghostwriters. All right.
Yeah.
Different label, different names. Everyone assumes a new identity.
We've talked about that. We'll see.
Yeah, see you're thinking.
Hold on. Isn't there a...
She's squinting.
Hold on. What is a fake... Isn't it like Alan Smith? Yeah, Alan Smithy's a name that like directors use when they don't want...
Directors use it when they don't want to be attached as Alan Smithy or something
there
like that.
There you go.
Because Dune, I remember that in Hellraiser 4.
Mm-hmm. See, that's all you got to do. And be like, don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, fam.
That weren't me.
Guess you're going to go have to cancel that guy. Good luck.
Yeah, the name's attached to so many projects.
Oh, I trust me. When I was younger, before, internet the way that we have it nowadays, I used to have these 3-ring binders, and they would be my scrapbook. And I would have like pictures of the movies and the full details of the movie, from full cast and crew, from director, the actors, things like that. And I started going, who's this Alan Smithy guy? Because he's in a lot of movies. Because I didn't know back then. I was only like 12 or 13. It was funny because once we actually got internet, I think I threw away I think it was 176 3-ring binders of scrap stuff that I had.
It's a lot of binders.
Oh, honey, I had it for movies, television shows, cartoons, and then my comics. So every year there was a binder for my comics when I was a teenager. The first one was the year that I bought the comic and how much the comic was worth when I bought it. And then every year after that, it would have the list of the comics for that year, what their price was worth. And it had little green arrows that the price went up, little red arrows that the price went down. Now I have a computer that has all of that listed on there, and all of my toys. Oh!
I see this, and I think DVD cover. Have you thought about animation?
Well, we've thought about it. We just how are we going to get it produced?
Yeah, I don't know.
But Stephanie and Tina are producers.
So what this is it's a metal print. Metal foil prints of the issue 3 cover, Adam Fields' artwork.
How do I get that?
Once we get to the backer 69, we're at 64 now.
You might as well say 65. I'm backing as soon as we're done.
Yeah, so once we get to 69, you'll be eligible. This is going to go, everybody's name from 1 to 69 is going to go into the hopper, and one person is going to win this. So there's no limit. With Adam Fields' sketch cover, you have to spend $50. You have to make a physical back.
Okay, thank you. You could see it in my face that was the question that was coming.
Yes, a physical back, and then you can get this.
How long were you sitting on that to wait for me to tell me?
Well, I should have said it earlier when we were going over the campaign, but I had it sitting here at an angle where it kind of was out of my sight. Then I just happened to notice it sitting there, like, if I don't talk about this, the squinty squirrel will slay me. So,
Yes.
Also,
So, yes.
surprise.
There you go, folks. The metal print
Okay.
of the cover for issue 3. Adam Fields' artwork, and that's Aaron, the main bad guy.
Digital. Okay,
It
so
has to be a
15.
physical back.
So that would be about $15 easy, because that would be the one, the Roadkill Rampage #4 physical PDF, where you get a physical copy of Roadkill Rampage issue 4 and the PDF, plus you unlock all the stretch goals. And there's 64 other backers. Phil, I need a lot of money to get my name in there a couple of times, and I need about a few extra accounts.
Your boss is just over there in the really big hype chair next to you. just ask her for your allowance. It's fine.
Yeah.
She left me. She's asleep.
Oh, I hate that happen.
If y'all could just, Adam, I need you to rig this contest. Remember who's housing your werewolf. No. I have a squeeze spot for metal covers.
Oh, really?
I really do. Metal covers, holographic covers.
They are cool.
I got introduced to them last year or the year before last year, and I just instantly, it's like, I really like these. The one thing is that they don't get damaged as easily as a lot of my other posters and things like that.
Yeah.
Where I can't even pull them out to show off until I got them framed, because they're so fragile. These, because they're thicker and things like that, there's just, I have no problem with when I need to transport them or things like that. I can easily just put them in a box, put something in between them so the top doesn't get scratched.
Yeah.
And I'm good to go.
Yep.
So I've become a huge fan of these.
Yeah, they're
because
cool.
it's unless it's an original, I would have to say original will always be top marks, because it's original. No one else has it.
Oh, yeah.
But if I'm doing prints or comics, which of course are basically prints when it comes to the covers, getting those holographics and those metals, now all you need to do is do the blood cover like Kiss did, and put a little bit of your blood in the cover,
Oh, just wait.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, he's doing the coloring, isn't he? So
This is true.
I'm going to get my comics. I'm going to see if I can clone Rodney. No.
I gave blood a month ago, and I gave an extra pint for me. So
Nice.
it's in the refrigerator.
But yeah, guys, seriously, if you've read the first 3, I don't know what you're waiting for, because you need to go ahead and get this. This is just amazing.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the old grindhouse horror movies, stuff like that, Robert Rodriguez, just the old 70s kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that whole feel, the old black and white horror comics, this is going to be right down your alley. It's a lot of violence. It's a lot of gore. There's some humor sprinkled in there, because I'm writing it, so there has to be a little bit of humor here and there. And just very atmospheric artwork and creepiness. So go check it out, man. If it's not your bag, that's cool. Just share it out to friends and neighbors who you think might be interested. A share is as good as a purchase, man. Just get the word out there, and help spread the Roadkill Rampage.
Definitely.
Yes.
And
you won't be disappointed.
You're not going to be disappointed. Like, this is such a great, gritty,
I love
twisted comic.
Yes.
And I've loved every moment that I've been able to be a part of it. I have the first three. Like I said, I'm back in this as soon as we're done here because, like I said, I just got paid. Yay, money. Give it to Rodney. But Roadkill Rampage has become one of my favorite horror comics. I'm sad to see it ending.
No comment.
I don't care. It did say, well, I know it says this is the end or is it, but it does say in the thing that, for this story itself, this is the arc. But I want more. I need more. You have to give me more.
I hear you.
Always room for alternate stories.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Crossovers with werewolves, etc.
I mean, crossover, yeah. I mean, Adam's already working on the comic there.
Different periods of time, just the force there for a long time.
Because, actually, you know what, though? We
have gone through that forest over the years. Many people.
Yeah, you know what? There's something I got to do now. I got to do it. If I'm doing it for one comic, I'm going to have to do it for another comic. And I'll tell you about it after the show.
Cool.
But no, guys, seriously, as a fan of horror, which we all know that I am, okay, look, Fuel the Hatred likes this, and he doesn't like anything.
Yes. I got him to like something. Sweet.
So you have the Hatred seal of approval for this comic. And
I'm already working on the lore for this thing. You said the forest has been there for a long time. It got me thinking.
Uh-oh. He'll send you the script via email.
Oh, no. Just go listen to the Abigail album by King Diamond. Part of that, you get the drift.
Oh, no, guys, seriously. Roadkill Rampage, great horror comic, great suspenseful comic, great gory comic, great twisting comic. It's sick, it's twisted, it's gory, and it's a fun-filled rampage of a time. I highly recommend it, especially if you have the first 3 issues. You got to get number 4, or else you're missing out. And if you haven't gotten them, don't forget, he's got a tier on here where you can get every issue. And there's covers for every taste, every fantasy, every like. And like he said, if you're unable to back it, we completely understand. But if you could go ahead, share it out, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you need it, let's go ahead. And this is the title that you're looking for. Because it'll come up there on Kickstarter. And if you're right here on, I don't know why it did that. Stop that. Stop. I just want this, please. Copy. And if you're right here watching right now on Twitch, you can click that link right there and it'll take you straight to the Kickstarter.
Boom. There you go, kids.
Or you could just type it in if you see it here. Because, those of you on YouTube, you don't get to watch this live, but you will get to see this. And you will get to see this relatively soon. I will make sure that this makes it to YouTube before the Kickstarter ends.
Yay.
I always take care of my people. So, Ronnie, before we go, is there anything else that you would like to say?
I would just like to thank you and Fuel for having me on again. It's always a pleasure coming and hanging out with you. And thank you for all of the accolades. I greatly appreciate it. I know we act silly a lot, but we have known each other for a long time. We aren't just, folks that know each other through the internet. We are friends. We've known each other and been through a lot of shit together. So
slammed your head into a van.
Well, yeah, there is that. Well, you were there to witness it, so you know the abuse I've taken. But we greatly appreciate the continued support always, and we love you a whole bunch. And folks, if you're into horror, if you like the grindhouse, grungy look, scary, creepy feel, go check out Roadkill Rampage live on Kickstarter. You will not be sorry.
Besides, go squirrel.
Go squirrel.
Go squirrel. That's you don't need any other reason than go squirrel. That's it. That's it. If it's not go squirrel, then it has to be because of this cute guy right here. That is the cutest thing you will ever see in your entire existence. That's the reason to back it right there. Right there. That's the only reason you need.
There you go. Cute squirrel.
So on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Hope that you back the Kickstarter or at least share it. And don't forget to check out Rodney Fyke. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Look for him at Rodney Fyke Art or HazzumProductions. And he's on YouTube and Twitch where he does live art. Is it still Thursdays and Fridays?
It's Thursdays. If you go to the Indie Comics Network, we are there Thursday nights at 8 p.m. for Thursday Night Draw. And I am also doing a new show. It's relatively new, called Fyke It, Let's Draw. Again, it's on the Indie Comics Network at 5:30 p.m. So come check me out there, and I draw and hang out and shoot the shit with people.
And you can find me and Fuel right here on Twitch streaming, and you can find both of us over on YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye.
Your spirit squirrel.